Okay, what's up, guys? I have one of the top mortgage agents with me today, who is from GTA. His name is Mo. Mo, how are you today?
Good. How are you,
I'm
Sam?
great, buddy. I'm great. I'm great. Would you please like to introduce yourself to those who are actually watching us right now?
Sure. So, hi everyone. My name is Mohit Verma. I work with National Lending League. It's a brokerage is owned by AMEC, a secure capital. I
Mm-hmm.
work actually internally as one of their mortgage agents internally. So I've been in the industry for 5+ years. And I've been an associate working with brokers before that when I was an insolvency counselor for another 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
So for a while, I knew I was specialized, for bad credit, people who are looking for mortgage financing with bad credit, self-employed, or proposal, judgment, etc. So I found my niche. So, but a lot of those clients who were looking for assistance for a broker who actually cares what they need and want to help them get back to the bank instead of just a quick commission.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So last 5 years, that's what I've been really focusing on is to help clients out, not just get them like a quick second mortgage or home equity loan. It's actually get them a mortgage that makes sense, get them,
Mm-hmm.
step, move forward year by year back to the bank instead of just being left in the dark, which I've been seeing a lot lately in the market.
That's wonderful. So, what's your biggest achievement that you're proud of?
My biggest achievement is that a lot of the clients, like at first they hate me because like I'm so tough on them, right? But after I help them get the funding, and a year later when they see their situation a lot better, see their score has improved drastically, by following my plan, my advice to them, they love me and they start referring me clients like repeatedly, and they stick with me to the very end of they get back to the banks.
Okay, wonderful. So, how do you generate the new customers for yourself? Uh, how the customers are coming in? How many deals did
Okay,
you
so
close last
before
year?
so last year I closed about, I think so, about 40 to 50.
40 to 50 deals in a year?
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
great. That's great. So, what is the amount of what is the fund that you actually provided to the people? Do you have some
So
numbers in
majority,
mind?
yeah. So before majority of my deals, about 80% of my deals are actually backed like second mortgages, privates. So you're looking about 80 to 120.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how those customers were coming in your pipeline?
Okay. So before they're coming from trustees or coming from like random marketing, lawyers, accountants, like the regular referral sources like a lot of brokers use.
Okay. All right. And I believe when we were talking in the past, you told me that you have spent somewhere around 40,000
Yeah.
above in your marketing as well. What's the story
Yes,
behind
yes.
that?
So I was spending when I was going to marketing, right? Because I was trying to get more independent than dependent. I spent about 40,000 dollars on marketing on Google and like different other marketing companies, but nothing was working out successfully. And it took me time to recover those costs.
Hmm. So you did not even break even with that
No,
forty thousand
I
dollars
didn't even
that
break
you.
even. It was a total write off.
All right. So you were basically getting the leads out of it, but those leads were not converting, or the number of
No,
leads
I
were
was not even
very low
getting
as well.
leads. I was barely getting leads.
You were barely getting leads. So how did you come to know about my agency?
Okay, so when I saw your thing on LinkedIn back in October, November, when you said guarantee 50 leads, I'm like, okay, let me contact this guy. How serious this guy is, or is this just another typical scam? I hear a million different market agencies saying the same thing, blah blah blah, and it's all false promises. So I called him. I called Sam. I said, Sam, you do home equity loan second mortgages? He said, nope, just purchase and refis. I was like, okay, when are you planning to do it? I have no clue. Then I saw your thing again in January. It's like, oh, January or February. I said, okay, Sam, I saw your thing. You're posting home equity loans. Have you started? I said, yes, kind of. It's like, okay, let me give it a shot.
Yeah.
Right?
So,
And then you told me your price. I'm like, Sam, yeah, nah, I'm kind of iffy because I just signed it with someone. I have a 6 month term, right?
mhm.
And I don't know if there's a conflict. And he said, okay, well, go try it. So I signed him up for 1 month. He's kept convincing me for like, Mohit, just take the 3 month plan. Take the 3 month plan. I'm like, no. Because I knew back in my head, again, I may waste $6,000, which he proved me wrong.
That's
So
right.
one of the things I was happy working with Sam is like he works very differently from other marketing agencies. He actually cares. right, with his results and cares about his clientele business,
Hmm.
right? And I remember in the last 3 weeks, I think so, Sam, it was, I've been just hunting you down, calling you daily, like what's going on. We kept changing ads, we kept changing the verbiage, we kept changing this till we figured the gold where it wasn't, right? But he was patient enough to answer the phone calls, doesn't matter what time of the day, and understand what I'm looking for. And he didn't give it, and he understood I was not giving up, right?
That's
And we
right.
knew the results will show up as soon as we find it. So
It's,
after 3 weeks of us going back and forth, we started popping the results coming in.
mhm,
Leads were starting to come in, the qualified lead, not like the random leads, right?
mhm.
And the leads are starting to fill up into applications,
That's right. So
right?
since when we have started working?
We started working around March, I believe. It was like March 6th, right, Sam?
That's somewhere around March,
Yeah,
March 4th or 6th, I believe.
yeah.
Yeah. So how many leads you have got so far?
Got right now, we're standing at 76 leads right now.
76
Yeah,
in last 20 days?
3 weeks. Yeah, something like 3 weeks. Yeah.
In last 20 days. Okay. And how many applications were you able to obtain out of those leads?
Right now, 45. After
45
the
leads.
constant tweaking, which we started, I can see the second month we're gonna have more qualified leads than like non-qualified leads.
That's right. Still, the leads that are coming into you. You have 4 to 5
Yes.
applications that you have obtained. Then I believe you were telling me that you have a couple of them in your pipeline as well. Those that are blue in your sheets. So you're continuously following up with those leads. They may turn
Yes.
up.
Yes.
They may turn up into the paid clients in the future.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
as far as I know, there are some customers who have actually asked you to contact in June, so
Yes.
that they are looking to, for the renewal, I believe,
Yes.
for the
Yes.
refi in June.
That would
And
be
then
fine for the seconds. Yes.
there are a couple of other customers who are looking to renew their mortgages this year.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So in total, it will be somewhere around at the end of the month. You have like 5 applications right now, and you have 4 to 6 people in your pipeline as well, or it's more than that.
Sorry, say it again. What's the last one?
You have 5 applications right now that you have obtained, and
Yes.
you have
Yes.
4 to 6 customers in your pipeline as well that may convert.
Yeah.
That
Yes.
may convert. Okay, wonderful.
Right now, it's working to collect the documents in order I can audit the appraisal, and so I submit it to the lenders.
What is the normal procedure like? I know you do bad credit mortgages as well as the good credit, right? Some of the time when people are
Yeah.
having bad credit
Yeah.
mortgages, they are basically losing all their hopes. What they have in their mind is
Yes.
that they don't have any solution. Nobody have the solutions. They cannot, come out
Yes.
of their debts and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
how do you
Because
how do you help those clients?
so the way I help those clients, because I have private money, like private investors, private mix, private everything that goes up to 85%. No income verification, and strictly on equity based.
Mhm.
Across Ontario, so I can help these clients out. To save their home, right? Because a lot of the clients, they think if the bank reject is the end. It's better I lose my house,
Mhm.
which is not the case, right? So you got to educate the client that there is still hope to
That's
help them, right?
that's
But it may take you about 2 to 3 years to get back to the bank, but it's not like impossible.
that's right. That's right. So if I recall it correctly, before coming to me, you were basically working with some other agency as well, who has actually
Yeah,
committed you some of the leads for second mortgages, right?
yeah,
And when you came to me, we were basically discussing what was not working for you, because in
yes,
on our initial call, basically it was the introductory call on how we are going to do it and stuff like that. It was basically this discovery call, whether we are a good fit for each other or not. You have
mhm,
actually told me that you are already working on Facebook leads generation, and you showed me your advertisements, the funnel. How that thing is working out for you, and why you actually decided to try out my services when you were running the similar services. Like, I know it was a very
yes,
difficult call for you to go ahead with me because you had some very bad experience in the past
yes,
in terms of Google advertisement and some other advertisements as well. And then my way to generate the leads is from Facebook, right? You already
yes,
had an agency that you still have a contract with,
yes,
unfortunately.
yeah.
You still have like 6 months contract with him. But what's the story behind that?
So it's funny to say because like you both advertise on Facebook, but he was not able to even pop one or two leads for me, and you have you popping leads almost one to two or three a day.
Hmm.
So and it shows like it can work, but it's a matter of who's doing it and what type of marketing they're doing it.
That's right. It totally depends on how you are basically advertising yourself, who you are
Yeah.
advertising yourself. Because when you advertise, on any platform, you need to make sure that you are actually advertising to your clientele, not running your advertisements, to an
Mm-hmm.
open public and wasting your dollars.
Yeah.
Because with every dollar we spend, we need to make sure that we are actually getting, a good ROI on that.
Yeah.
Until and unless the ROI is not there, and if the customer is just investing his money and he's not getting any return on his investment, I don't think
Mm-hmm.
that sort of the advertising or any other thing
Yeah.
would work out in the longer run.
Yeah.
So you are basically getting the lead notifications. What informations are you getting from the customer side? Like what information are we collecting for you on behalf of you from the customers?
Say it again.
What informations are you getting from the customer? Like what are the pre-qualifying questions looks like? Because all the leads are pre-qualified that we are generating
Yes.
right now.
Yeah.
So what informations are you collecting from the customer?
So basically, what I'm only collecting from the customer is like how much is the property worth, right? Just like an accurate idea. How much is their first mortgage? What are they looking for exactly? If debt consolidation is their investment property, purchase, down payment. What is it exactly they need the money for?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So basic things, those two things, right? I don't really ask about the income because the lenders I have for the seconds they don't need it. They just
Mm-hmm.
look strictly on the equity.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We basically have approx 7 to 10 questions to pre-qualify the leads that are coming into
Yeah.
your
Yeah. Of
system.
course.
Basically,
Yeah.
not just the name, number, and the email. We are basically
No.
collecting all the questions we need
Yes.
the answers for, basically, so
Yeah.
that you can evaluate the situation before you even jump
Yeah.
with them on the
Of
call.
course.
What actually happens then when the lead comes to you? How long it is taking to come to your system? How the lead is coming to you? Where the leads are coming to you?
So what was that thing?
How the leads are coming to you? How the leads
Okay.
are coming? What
So they're
system?
coming to me. So one of the best things with Sam's CRM system is coming through like a lead owl, so I get notified on text message as well as email,
Mm-hmm.
right? That I got a lead,
Mm-hmm.
right? And he actually the system's automated. I send them a client the email. When's the best time for me to call them, even though I might be busy in a meeting, which is like perfect,
Yeah.
right? And on top of that, he's making it even easier for the agent by having his CRM system automated. That in case I'm busy, he'll send automated text messages, phone calls, everything, so I can focus more on the sales than the admin work,
That's right. That's right.
which is like
So
beautiful.
more than 95% of your legwork is
Yes,
basically done on behalf of you,
exactly,
right?
exactly.
You don't have to chase all 100 leads. Let's suppose if you're getting 100 leads a month, you're not chasing 100
Yeah,
out of 100 customers. You have 50%, more than 50% of the customers who are actually telling you the time to call. They are basically choosing
exactly.
you because
Yeah,
as soon as they opt in, you get an email with the client information. You get a text message on your mobile phone, and your client gets your information on his
mm-hmm.
email and on his mobile
Exactly.
phone, where DivX basically tells you the time to call. My system actually works out as a human
Yeah,
on
exactly.
behalf of you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. We have actually just now we have launched, like last week, we have launched our own CRM as well. That basically helps our agents convert, more leads, have more conversations. What that CRM does is basically it automatically follows the leads.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as the lead comes in, it sends the automatic email, immediate text message. If customer responds, the CRM automatically stops out there. If they
Mm-hmm.
don't, then the next step is sending them another text message and an email with a voicemail drip. It's a ringless voicemail that basically goes towards the customer mobile phone without having them bothered during their work hours. Their phone
Mm-hmm.
is not ringing. They just see the missed call and they get a voicemail in their
Yeah.
inbox. And the best part is if they call that number from which they have got the voicemail, that basically rings your phone. So the call
Mm-hmm.
is routed on your mobile phone. So that is, I have like 70% of the conversation ratio that started over there on the CRM as well. So so far you have you have told me that so far you have 5 applications that you have obtained out of the leads that I have generated for you, and you have a couple of them in your pipeline as well. Do you have any idea in terms of revenue? What's the revenue look like with all the applications that you have obtained right now? Just
Okay,
talking
so from
about
the
the pipe.
4 to 5, if I can close all 5 four to five files is between 5 to 10,000 each.
$5,000 to $10,000 each. So
Yeah,
if you have like five applications that you have obtained right now, you are
yeah,
potentially looking at somewhere around $50,000 business
yeah, like 15,
if,
20,000. Yes.
if they get close. Wonderful, wonderful. So and any suggestions for us? Any recommendations for us?
Okay, so what my recommendation is this: for a lot of the brokers, right? I'll just let you know, like when Sam tells you his price, don't think twice, just take it. When he tells you take the 3 month plan, don't listen to your own brain. Just listen to him for the 3 month plan. He has a system, just follow it, just shut up and listen to him.
That's right.
Don't be like me, take the 1 month plan, pay it, and then you regret why he took the 1 month plan. I should have took the 3 month plan.
That's right, because people save like a lot more when they go ahead with the quarterly package or a 6 months package that we have.
Yeah,
Obviously, the best part is with while I have started working with you, the best part in our campaign was we were basically being notified, you know, by you about every lead. We were
yeah,
getting constant feedback, and that was actually one of the main, keys for our
yeah,
success in your campaign as well. Because as my system is to generate leads for you, right?
yeah,
Until and
exactly.
unless I don't know what's happening behind the campaign, I will not be
Yeah,
able to make any tweaks out there.
exactly,
So it is very important for the customers to give us their feedbacks. If we know
exactly.
what is
Totally agree with
happening,
you.
yeah, if we know what is
In
happening
order to
behind the
maximize the results, then.
definitely, because it's a team game.
Yeah,
It is not one man army. You cannot do magics overnight. I cannot do magics overnight as
yeah.
well, right? It's a team game. So until and unless our customers are giving us the feedbacks,
Hmm.
all the customers that I'm working with at the moment, they are seeing very high conversion rates, right?
Yeah,
The only reason the conversion rates are very high is because we are getting constant feedbacks. When the lead
exactly.
comes to you, it not only comes to your email and your mobile, it automatically updates in your CRM, it automatically updates in your Google spreadsheet as well, where you have
Exactly. That's
an
good.
option to basically, update your feedbacks out there so that we
Yep.
can actually manage your campaign accordingly. Because as I said, the main key to success is getting the customer's feedback. As long as we
Yeah.
have the feedback, we know what we have to do.
Yeah.
Uh, we basically, it's very funny because when we first talked back in October or November, uh, I hardly had any of your fellow colleagues
Hmm.
from your friend circle, basically, in my clients circle. Right now, when you came to me last month, you saw like 4 5 names, those who are your friends and
Yeah.
working with me.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
obviously, the only time people are going to work with you, the only time people are going to refer to you will be the time when you deliver them the result.
Exactly.
So you have seen one of your friend video testimonial on my website as well, and
Exactly.
you are pretty much amazed that he actually works for me. So
Exactly.
you did refer some of the clients to me as well, for whom I'm hoping to start working very soon as well. You're just getting her on board as well. So
Yeah.
it's great working with you, Mohit. It's a
Pleasure.
pleasure working with you, brother. Thank you so very much for your time. And I know you're a very busy person. I'll let you go right now because you have clients to call. Do
I
let me know
right
how
now,
things are
especially.
working out. Yeah, do let me know how things are working out for you.
We'll do better.
And as always, we are just one call away from you whenever you need us,
Of course.
whatever
And I
time it is.
appreciate it, Sam,
Yeah,
seriously, for this.
my pleasure.
Okay. Thank you so
All right,
much, man.
brother. Thank you very much. It was great talking to you, buddy. Have
You
yourself
too.
an amazing day. Thank you.
Take care, buddy. Bye.
Thank